What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're doing a New York Knicks rebuild. So the Knicks of all teams didn't do anything crazy in free agency, but you know what? I'm not upset with that. You know what? New York made a couple of good trades. They got some young players, some decent players all around. Like, this team is obviously knows what they are. They're probably not going to be a playoff team this upcoming season, but at least they have some young pieces and are trying to build through the draft and slowly see what they can do. They're at least not going out there swinging for the fences and signing some max free agent they don't need at all. I mean, there was some reports about them possibly getting Gordon Hayward. That didn't really happen. He went to the Knicks instead. But the Knicks did draft Obi Toppin in the draft. Some people hate it. Some people love it. Whatever you think, hopefully he can work out for the Knicks, man. I'm rooting for the Knicks here. I want to see them do good, but make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's do this New York Knicks rebuild. Recap what the Knicks really did in free agency. They signed Alec Burks to a one-year deal. They signed Elfrid Payton to a one-year deal. They traded for Amari Spellman today. It had something to do with the Timberwolves giving him, I believe, Jacob Evans and somebody. Yeah, it was like Jacob Evans and some second-round picks were involved, but they got Amari Spellman out of it at the end of the day. They obviously drafted Obi Toppin, like I mentioned. They signed him as well. Got RJ Barrett, or they've had RJ Barrett. I don't know why I said that, but Austin Rivers also to a 3-year, $10 million deal for the Knicks. So, I mean, not a bad offseason. Obviously, the Knicks are known to go out there and try to sign max free agents, but this time they kind of just stayed the course and want to see what their young foundation could do, which I'm not totally upset with that. I kind of like that approach. So, you got Elfrid Payton. If we wanted to run this starting five, we could have like Elfrid Payton, RJ Barrett, Kevin Knox, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, Alec Burks, Amari Spellman there as well, and Obi Toppin. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, we drafted Obi Toppin. I'm not really sure what the plan is with him, but I kind of want to start him. So I think at the end of the day, I'm going to start this video out with trading Julius Randle, which I think is something that needs to be done anyway. Randle's a good player, but I just kind of like the idea if, you know, we just drafted this Obi Toppin guy. He's 22 years old already, so I think he's ready, man. Let's go ahead and start the guy, and let's see what he can do next to RJ Barrett and company. So let's start this video out with trading Julius Randle for whatever we can get. In this trade with the Memphis Grizzlies, we're going to be getting a 22 first-round pick, lottery protected. I mean, yeah, it is lottery protected, but at least we're getting rid of Julius Randle and opening up those minutes for Obi Toppin. That's kind of what I'm trying to accomplish at the end of the day by doing this. So once we get that done, they want to start Amari Spellman, which might be the case in real life, but I'm going to start Obi Toppin because that's the man we drafted. So let's start him. And I guess I failed to mention as well, the Knicks still could do something. There's still the whole Russell Westbrook rumor out there. The Knicks maybe could land Russell Westbrook, which is not totally out of the realm of possibility. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but I really hope the Knicks don't do that. But let's go ahead and see how this season goes. We're probably going to suck. I'm going to start Kevin Knox. I'm going to run this rotation that we have right now. If there's anything I do, I will maybe stop the trade deadline, maybe mix in kind of move. But for now, I kind of wanted to see what these young teams going to do. Elfrid Payton, RJ Barrett, Kevin Knox, Obi Toppin, Mitchell Robinson. Obviously, our three guys we kind of want to build around throughout the rest of the video is RJ, Toppin, and Mitchell Robinson, which none of them are great at shooting, which isn't a good recipe for success, but hopefully we'll figure it out. So let's go ahead, simulate the end of the season, and let's see how we do. The end of season number 1, we end up going 32-50, which isn't terrible. It's not great, obviously, but it isn't terrible. Luka's your MVP, LaMelo Rookie of the Year on the Hornets, Dinwiddie's your 6-man Young defensive player, Boucher's most improved on the Raptors, who just signed a 2-year deal to return to them today, and Dylan Shaw's your executive of the year, man. Let's go ahead and simulate these playoffs, though, and see who wins the championship real quick. Obviously, we did not make the playoffs, so it really doesn't matter, and somehow the Magic were the first seed in the East. Don't ask me why that's the case. But when we go look at the stats, I'm definitely interested and curious to see how our three guys did that we're really rooting for. So RJ Barrett, nice season, 18 points. Alec Burks had 17. I probably should have traded him at the trade deadline, to be honest, because with those points, definitely probably could have got something for him for a contender, since it's only on a 1-year deal. But that's probably, honestly, that's probably what's going to happen, I feel like, with the Knicks. It's kind of like the Marcus Morris deal when Morris was going off for the Knicks, and then you can maybe trade Alec Burks like he was for the Warriors. I don't know. We'll see. But Obi Toppin averaged a nice 15, and Mitchell Robinson 11 and 9, and about 2.5 blocks, which is awesome. So out of our three young guys that we're basically building around, I definitely am happy with the production we got. As far as percentages were, Obi Toppin shot 36%, and RJ Barrett shot 29. So Obi Toppin didn't actually shoot too bad, which is awesome. So let's get into the offseason, though, and let's see what we can do. So we definitely need a trainer with 3 untapped potential camps. We really need that very badly. We are projected a top 6 pick as well. Hopefully we do stay. Maybe we can even jump into the top 5. Let's see. and we end up with number 7, which is fine. To be honest, I don't really want to draft Cade Cunningham today's video. I've drafted him like the last 2 videos, so hopefully we can avoid that today. I don't want it. I don't want him at all. I'm going to keep the coaching staff the same because they actually did pretty good, and I'm going to go ahead and hire Randy Martin, which is going to give us 3 untapped potential camps, which, like I said, that's going to be huge for us. With the 7th pick, though, we could trade up. I kind of want to see, let me see what we got going on. So Cunningham, number 1 to the Bulls. Pistons, Jalen Green. I mean, if we can somehow find a way to get Jalen Green, that definitely would help. But I mean, as far as what they got, we got like Zaire Williams dropping us to Evan Mobley maybe. So I mean, we might be able to get somebody pretty good at the 7th pick though. So I guess I might not really need to trade up. I'm gonna go ahead and keep everybody we have. So let's just jump into the draft and hope we get lucky with whatever drops to us at number 7. So when we look at the draft so far, looking at who's been taken, is there a way? Actually, draft summary. Duh. Cade Cunningham went number 1 to the Bulls. Pistons do get Jalen Green. However you say that guy's name, went number 3. Jalen Johnson, number 4. Wizards also had the 5th pick. Wow. Or no, Warriors and Wizards. Sorry, I am dyslexic. Okay, 7th pick with the Knicks. Evan Mobley's here, right? Yep. I mean, we just drafted Obi Toppin though, so do I really want to start him at the power forward? I don't know about that. There's Caleb Love out here. There's BJ Boston. I don't really know if I want to draft another power forward, if I'm completely honest with you. That just seems like the meme of all memes to go ahead and draft another power forward. So is there any chance we could come out of this draft with somebody different? We could, you know, trade for Cole Anthony. There's Josh Green, TJ Warren, Bledsoe. Zach LaVine did pop up from the Bulls, which would give us a shooting guard, but I don't know, man. I might just take Evan Mobley because I mean he is the best player here. So I'm gonna take Evan Mobley with this pick, and we're gonna call it a day. I don't love drafting another power forward, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. He's definitely the best player available there. So yeah, I mean, we walk away with another power forward out of the draft. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna manage that just yet, but we'll figure it out. So I feel really bad for doing this, but one thing the Knicks really freaking need is a point guard. And yes, De'Aaron Fox just signed a massive deal with the Kings, but we're going to offer them Evan Mobley and Kevin Knox, and the Kings are going to give us De'Aaron Fox and a 1st-round pick. So obviously, this trade would never happen in real life, but the Knicks need a point guard so badly, and De'Aaron Fox being 23 years old just fits the timeline of the team. Major W. That definitely helps out a lot. Again, the shooting isn't going to be great, though, because Fox isn't known to be a fantastic shooter either. But you know what? I'm happy with it. We got De'Aaron Fox. That all matters. We really desperately needed a point guard, and I'm happy. I did not really want another power forward with Evan Mobley. That might have been an L trading him over Obi Toppin, but I'm probably going to title this a video an Obi Toppin Knicks rebuild. So I kind of wanted to keep the player I title it today, unlike I did in the Pistons rebuild. So we desperately need a small forward as well. Can we say LeBron to New York to end off his career, man? That would be kind of fun if we want to do that, but I don't think I'll do that. I think I kind of want to keep this team on the same timeline for the most part. LeBron is just way out there in age, but Giannis Antetokounmpo is out here. So there's Kawhi, there's Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram's unrestricted, so I'm gonna offer like Ingram. My preferred player is definitely Ingram. There's quite a bit of players we can actually ask for out here. So Giannis, I'm going to offer a contract to, obviously. Why not? So let's offer Giannis the contract. AD is out here. We don't need a power forward, though. Kawhi, I'm going to offer a contract to. Try to get one of these players to the Knicks. Maybe we finally get a max player to New York. Bam Adebayo, Chris Paul. I mean, if this was a little while. My preferred destination is definitely the Knicks. He's unrestricted. So Ingram definitely would be the guy I want. Obviously, Kawhi is the better player here, but I am going to take the Brandon Ingram deal just because Brandon Ingram. Wait, what? This would take me over the salary. Okay, so I do have to renounce these guys. So Ingram, I will be taking, like I said, Giannis, or not Giannis. Kawhi is definitely the better player here in this situation, but Ingram is a W, man. Ingram fits the timeline of the team, and he is going to help out a lot in this department. So we got ourselves a good small forward. I love what we've done so far. So we look at our team now. We got De'Aaron Fox and Austin Rivers. RJ Barrett, Quickly, Evans. We'll figure out the backup shooting guard spot. I'm not sold on Quickly starting just because, I mean, maybe we could get him to be a starter or a backup, but I'm not sure about it. So we definitely still need backup. So I'm confident with Rivers being a backup point guard. That's totally fine with me. Definitely a solid role player. Has been pretty much his whole career. So a backup center or a backup small forward shooting guard is definitely needed. So a wing. So there's like Evan Fournier we can have off the bench. Otto Porter. There's Winslow. What else we got? TLC. I don't want to shoot that low, maybe. There's JaVale McGee, Rashawn Holmes, Cody Zeller. Kelly Olynyk, Bismack Biyombo. I might just sign Nerlens Noel back to a 1-year deal. And then can I afford like a, let's say like a wing player? There's Evan Fournier, would definitely be nice. There's also Luke Kennard or Duncan Robinson. I'm gonna sign Duncan Robinson to a deal and see if I can get both of these guys. And we cannot get Nerlens Noel, but we do get Duncan Robinson, which definitely is the player I preferred more. But it looks like we can't sign JaVale McGee for whatever reason. So I'm going to sign JaVale McGee. We're going to have Duncan Robinson. And that is a major W. I think we had a really good offseason. Fox and Ingram is definitely good pickups for the Knicks. Definitely a dream scenario for New York Knicks fans, I would like to think. 88, 88, 84, 81, 81. So yeah, things are progressing pretty well for us. JaVale McGee might have not have been the greatest signing just for his age, but we'll take it. We're going to use these untapped potential camps to our advantage, man. We're really going to need this team to progress more than it has. So let's load, that's actually wasn't the right draft class, but I'll fix that. When we go to the untapped potential camps, we want to throw these at players. So like Fox and Ingram, I'm not sure really need it. Let's throw one at RJ. Let's also throw one at Obi Toppin, and he doesn't go up any. And then we throw one at Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, why not? We'll throw one at Mitchell Robinson. And when we look at the rotation now, we have ourselves De'Aaron Fox, RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram, Obi Toppin, Mitchell Robinson, Duncan Robinson as well, Omari Spellman, JaVale McGee, and Emmanuel Quickley. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Hopefully this season we can bring the Knicks into the playoffs. So at the end of season number 2, we are a playoff team in the Eastern Conference as we're the 6th seed in the East. That is definitely a major W. Luka is your MVP. Cunningham, Rookie of the Year on the Bulls. DeRozan's your 6th man on the Spurs. Isaac, Defensive Player. Halliburton, Most Improved on the Sacramento Kings. I definitely want to do a Kings rebuild here soon. Rick Carlisle, Coach of the Year, and Hobson, Executive of the Year. All-NBA first team, we got Luka, Trae Young, Giannis, LeBron, Embiid. And you got All-NBA second team, Steph, Dame, KD, AD, AD, KD, AD, Nikola Jokic, and that's about it. So obviously, we don't really have any New York Knicks players, but that's okay. So we are the 6th seed in the East, like I said. We went 45 and 37. Our player stats, we had 26 from Brandon Ingram, 25 from De'Aaron Fox. So both of our pickups in the offseason obviously paid dividends. They were awesome for us. And then RJ, 17 points, and then Obi Toppin with 15, Mitchell Robinson with 10, and still 2 blocks. Omari Spellman with 9. 7, 5, 4. So not too shabby. Let's go ahead though, and I mean, can we upset the Magic in the playoffs? They did pick up Lonzo Ball. Chuma Okeke is finally on 2K. It's been a long time coming. Vucevic, Derrick Rose, Mo Bamba. So yeah, definitely a pretty good Magic team, but I feel like we might have an opportunity to upset. So we do win game 1. They win game 2. They win game 3, and maybe, okay, so we do even it up. Are we ready to upset the Magic? I'm not totally sure. But here we are in Madison Square Garden. I almost said TD, but Madison Square Garden. Can we tie up the series to send this back to Orlando, and we can force a game 7? And it is going to go to game 7. 45 points from our savior, Brandon Ingram. I love to see it. And now we are in Orlando, and hopefully we can beat the Magic here to go to the 2nd round of the playoffs. And it is close. And unfortunately, we did put up a fight, but we do lose at the end of the day. 25, 22, and 12 from Ingram. So Brandon Ingram and De'Aaron Fox definitely fought for it. But at the end of the day, we did not make it. So I feel like with the year progression and the guys just growing together, I think this next season, we could easily be a top 4 seed in the East. Will be the rotation for season number 3. We basically kept the roster the same. Fox, RJ, Ingram, Obi Toppin, Mitchell Robinson, Duncan Robinson, Omari Spellman, Emmanuel Quickley, and this guy we actually got out of the draft, Damian Collins. So that's basically all that's changed. So let's go ahead, simulate this 3rd and last season, and let's see if we can be a top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference. At the end of this season, we were the 2nd best team in the Eastern Conference, really close to the best team. Atlanta did edge us out by literally 1 win. So wow, LeBron James is on the Celtics. Very interesting. But let's go look at this final year stats from our Knicks players. So 25 from Ingram, 22.5 from Fox, and RJ Barrett finally showing up with 20 points. Very nice. I love to see it. Obi Toppin 15, Mitchell Robinson 11. As far as 3-point percentages are concerned with our team, we had 44% from Obi Toppin, so did develop a 3-point shot. RJ did very good as well, and then De'Aaron Fox with 37 and Brandon Ingram 45. So awesome stuff. Obviously Mitchell Robinson wasn't out there attempting threes, but we are playing the Charlotte Hornets, who still have LaMelo Ball, still have Gordon Hayward, and they also got John Collins and Chet Holmgren, and they have Lonzo Ball. Okay, this team is no slouch. I'm not gonna lie. This could be an upset here. They do win game 1. We even it up though. Hopefully we don't get upsetted, but it's an even series. 3-2 for us. Can we beat them in 6? Game 7, man. I don't love game 7 here. This is definitely, the Ball brothers are coming after me, man. Can we please not lose, man? Please don't lose. Please don't lose. Oh my gosh. The Ball brothers upset us in the first round. We were unable to get past the first round. But at the end of the day, we still made a very good team with the Knicks. And wow, the Celtics as the 8th seed go on to win the championship with LeBron James as your finals MVP. So LeBron was literally just waiting until the playoffs to do what he does, obviously. So Blazers kept making it to the NBA finals as well. I hope that happens in real life. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was our roster at the end of the day. I felt like we put together a pretty good roster. Obviously, it's not the result we were hoping for, but at the end of the day, I'm happy with how it went. Let me know what you guys think of the Knicks right now in real life, or in real life. Other than that, it's Crushables. I'm saying peace.